Okay, so I'm just going to start to do the video for number 10 here, which is actually, I might have to change the numbers on here. Oh, no, I did already. So how does media impact our health? So let's have a look. This activity is actually quite long. Um, I've, for right now, I've taken two of the parts of it that you're going to do. And then depending how the course progresses, we may do some of the discussions sort of as part of our culminating part of the course. So let's look here. So how does media impact our health? So in this activity, you're going to learn how media shapes your thoughts on gender and relationships. And you're also going to consider how media can both bring people together while alienating others. And then you're going to consider if digital distraction and addiction are important issues that are facing society right now. So you can open up the content area there. And if you come up to our how-to area, you're going to see that there's basically just two assignments for this content area. And depending on time, we may do a couple more discussions at the end relative to this as well. But for now, those aren't going to be happening. So let's look here. So the first piece of the content area sort of looks at gender and value messages. So, yeah. Sorry, my daughter's just walking in. A pen? Yeah. Okay. So basically, it's got, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Boss versus bossy. So the idea of like boss being tied to a male figure, bossy being tied to a female figure, and then some questions around that to make you sort of think. So this next part, how does media use representation, how does the media use representation shape gender? So there's 4 videos. This is all linked here as well on the Google document, and this one's going to be submitted to the Dropbox. So if we keep going down, there's some information. This video doesn't work anymore. I'll see. I did find it on YouTube yesterday. I've just forgot to link it. So let me do that. Innovation of loneliness. So I'll have that linked up there, but it's kind of a dead link in here right now. So you're going to look at how social media sort of brings us together or makes us feel more alone. This might be a discussion that we return to later, but notice you're not actually doing it at this point. Then you're going to read an article that talks about how media and social media are affecting relationships. And there's some questions sort of around the issue of sexting. And then the idea of sort of sharing everything on social media. So there's quite a bit of content for you to look through. This might be a discussion that we return to as well, but for right now, we're not doing them. So online dating reflection. And then the final part is to sort of look at, does distraction lead to addiction? So there's a reflection piece here that you can do, and that one will go into the assignment box. And again, those are both linked over here. So I think I might just keep going and do the one big video. So this first assignment is relative to those videos that you saw in the content area. So I've also linked those videos as well as the little blurb that was in the content area for each of these videos. So if the link here, they should all work. But if it doesn't happen to work, just access them here. It's the same thing. So what your task to do is, so for this part of the task, you're going to be watching videos that are representative of how media uses representation to shape gender. So as you're watching, fill out this graphic organizer to help you identify what messages are being transmitted from the media. So you're going to watch the ad, and if the ad is sending out signals about males, you would put those gender messages here. If it sends particular messages about females, you would put it here. And if it sends messages for LGBTQ, you could put that here. So some of these ads are going to hit different areas more, but you're just basically doing dot points in here about what are the messages that these ads are giving. So that is the assignment. It can be like you can use bullets, throw bullets, make it a bulleted list. Under each of them, you may find that you have more information in one column relative to an ad than another column. So that is the first assignment. The second assignment is after you've gone through the whole content area, you're going to do a reflection of your choice. So it's up to you guys whether you want to do written, video, or audio, and explain whether you think the use of social media by those around you qualifies as a digital addiction. So in your response, you are going to use evidence you see around you without naming specific people. You're going to talk about why social media, gaming, YouTube videos, or other forms of media might intensify sort of this digital addiction. And then think about what can be done to help people in this situation. So again, the content area, make sure that you've sort of gone through it all. But this area right here might be more specific to this part here. And depending on time, we may return to some of those discussions because they are good ones. I wasn't sure time-wise if it would fit. So I wanted to pick 2 out of the, I guess, 5 things that they assigned in this activity. And we'll see how it goes. And if we have time, we'll revisit it.